EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. So Frank, the eyes of the golf world very much centered on the golfer we'll be following here at Pebble this week. 2 starts on the PGA Tour and 2 wins. First at PGA West, then Torrey Pines just a few days ago. You and I have been talking. We just have not seen anything like this.
No, I remember some of the guys, well, the Hoopla, the Tiger Woodses, the Jack Nicklaus. I mean, they came on, we expected them to play well, but they never played to this level, especially on 2 totally diverse golf courses. So this is an incredible start to their professional career.
So many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the 3rd tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think, have I made the right decision? But I remember a line from the late, great Arnold Palmer. He said, this game is 90% mental, and the other 10%, well, that's mental as well. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there.
That is not the start I wanted.
All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round.
He's
going to pull back now to
winning 2 in a
par.
row and then missing the cut 2 in a row.
Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's
sure
just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive in, when you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no 2 holes look the same. I mean, that's stating the obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3 7th. I know it's talked about in its photograph,
that's
but
not great.
That's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
Yeah, well done.
That fixes the first hole.
Here at the second. Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of 3rd bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you're only 100 yards in, so just find your point, your aiming point.
Should be, oh no.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
He's got 122 yards to the front of the green, but 128 to the hole. Ball sitting in the rough, needs to be careful of that flyer.
Where's my backspin?
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Nope.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by.
Don't know why my first round is always so sucky.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay at level par. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver. Maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
Don't like that power drive on a thin fairway.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
I thought it was at the freaking front of the green. That's all right, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. No gimme here. Tricky one for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4.
All right, here we go. The run starts now.
We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. That is a good, sensible shot right there. Gives him a good look at birdie. Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above. So whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
It's going right. Why is it going right? God's sake.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Get in there.
Oh, how about that for a blast out of the bunker? Nearly hold it for eagle. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he'll move to 3 under par, just 3 back. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach.
Where's my backspin?
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day.
I get freaking
This one
30
measures
yards
out
of
to
backspin on
15
the other
feet.
hole when I don't want it. It's not on a curve.
Good
Wow.
effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at -3. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
I'll take that.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Okay, so 6 isn't too bad.
2019
First
U.S.
round.
Open number 9 was the hardest hole on the golf course. Frank, give yourself certainly a good crack at 4 by hitting the fairway.
And that's all you wanted to do in 2019. It's fine to say all too, but having to hit the left side of this fairway just to keep it in play, and then once again hit into, I know we say this a lot here, but a very narrow green and a very small green, but this time with a long club.
Nothing to fault there.
Hold.
Safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
Give me some spin. Give me some spin. Oh, come on, man.
Okay, not the intended plan there, as this ball's going to wind up a foot or 2 off the green.
We can chip this stuff. Oh.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3 under front side as they go out in 32. Starting the backside with a 444-yard par 4 10th, the last in this stretch along Carmel Bay, offering the widest fairway at Pebble, feeding left to right toward the water. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot. And this is looking really good.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Yes, rolls it right in. A
There we
birdie
go.
here at 10. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach.
Ooh, that's all right.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
What? And look at that backspin. But on the holes that I wanted the backspin, I got shit.
Eight-foot putt here.
Gonna miss again. Far
We've seen
out.
folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you'd think, and that goes on by.
Start the second nine, the same as the start the first
Safely in.
nine.
Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par.
First par 3 now on
That
the
approach was
backside.
bullshit.
Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
I didn't look at the hill. I didn't look at the hill.
Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3.
Wow. There's a break on these greens.
That's going to slip on by.
This terrible round.
So a tough hole. That's in for bogey at
Need to
12.
make up for it. Let's
That's
have a
going to
run.
drop him to 2 under. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Oh, just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Just 6 feet left for the birdie.
Why doesn't it
Missed
break on
left.
these greens?
That's a letdown. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 2 under.
I need this eagle.
We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Wind starting to push this one a little left. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
What is with this rough? How is it? Knew I shouldn't have gone the power drive.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
I need 10 yards. And then look at the backspin all that way. But when I go past the green hole, I get zero backspin.
Needed maybe
That's
half a
fucking
club more there.
ridiculous.
As it is, needs to get up and down to save par.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2. And with that beautiful use of the flop shot, it's a good chance really to get up and down.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. Unfortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pot bunker that has to be avoided.
Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second.
Awkward distance, my ass.
Irish right there. And that one finished off. It's a
Needed
birdie
that.
here at 15. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee
Not
shot
a good
right
position.
there. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
A birdie putt now at 16.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Oh,
That's gonna
you're
wander off to the
joking.
right, leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is.
17th hole here at Pebble Beach, all about history and all about beauty. Frank, what's the best way to make that 3 and get onto that 18th tee?
Well, first of all, it depends where the flag is cut, on the right side or the left side, because really this green is like a figure 8 on a 45-degree angle. On the left side, it's a much longer carry, and you've got to really hit your tee shot properly to make the ball carry that bunker and stop in time. On the right side, you can see, you go with a shorter club and the target is bigger.
That's an impossible green
He's
to
going to
hit.
wind up missing the target by a good margin. That will be no bargain in there.
And now that one breaks. Every other
Just
putt
sneak on
hasn't
by.
broken. And that one breaks.
That
swear
one
this
finished
game is
off
rigged
for
sometimes.
bogey here at 17. And that won't help the cause one bit. But here we are now,
need this eagle.
arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5, Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. Uh-oh, this is well left.
That's all right.
No fairway here, this one in that rough.
Oh, come on. Just give me one. That was perfect.
This now 7 feet for his birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a solid opening round of 69, 3 under par. Our
Not
future
good
golfer
enough.
in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get further away.
That's a terrible round.
So for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds. I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.